Hi everybody, welcome to Wednesday's live stream. Today is a pretty special live stream. We'll be doing our normal coloring and chatting, but we're also going to be doing a giveaway at some point throughout the stream to celebrate the channel getting to 3,000 subscribers. Super exciting. As always, I say this in all of them, but if you are watching the playback, feel free to skip ahead to where we get started. This is a live show, so I will be welcoming people as they join. And if you're watching the playback as well, there will be a live chat replay if you want to follow along with the chat so you know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking to, then you can most definitely do that. So we've been working, we started a page in Magical Jungle. Just going to get everything out and get it set up here. And we've been using Prismacolors. It's kind of nice to get back to doing just pencil. I'm definitely enjoying it. I kept our pencils out from last time just in case we need them, but I don't think we will. Hi Sammy, hi Kimberly. Thanks for joining, ladies. How are you today? Hi Night Fear, hi Charlotte. I should say hello again, Charlotte. Finally actually made it to one of Dee Dee's streams this morning. I never seem to make it to hers. I'm always too busy in the morning, but I was up pretty early again today. I don't know what's wrong. I am usually not a morning person, but lately I have been. Oh, that's good to hear, Sammy. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Kimberly. Just gonna close over the door. Little man is watching Wreck-It Ralph, the second one. So happy hump day! So we'll go ahead and get started, and then we'll probably do the giveaway halfway through the stream. So this is the page that we're working on. I am super excited. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in, Night Fear. I hope whatever your appointment is, that it goes well. Okay, I just want to make sure, see if I wrote down these colors that we used last time or not. Did I? I did, yes, okay. Oh, here's Miss Lilo. All right, sweetie, in or out? Hi, Tanya. How was your birthday, hun? Hi, Beth. Thanks for joining. Well, come in then. Come on. Get in here. Mommy. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you think so? Barely started and you already think that you're gonna hijack the stream, huh? Yeah. I think when I was pregnant I did, but I don't usually. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in here, and I think the next thing I want to color is maybe these flowers. Kind of on the fence, I don't know. I do know that I want 3 colors. We're going to have the orange, and then I'm thinking pink and yellow. I'm just not 100% sure how I want to color them. There's quite a bit of detail on them, and stuff like that kind of confuses me sometimes. Kimberly, this is from Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle. Absolutely love this book. Thanks, Sammy. Definitely very thrilled with the start of this. I know, Beth, I get really sick of coloring leaves too. But that's when you pick a page to make super colorful. You guys can see Lilo's tail here. Hi, Nick and Tina. What are you doing? Huh? Yeah, she's very clingy today, more than usual. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, I've got quite a cute story right now. She comes and lays right on my arm, so I can't color at all. Sorry, guys. She's a shelf shaker today. I do, Beth. Stitch and oh my goodness, their names are so fitting because Lilo is just a sweetheart. She loves to be loved, loves attention, loves her little brother. Stitch, however, is a brat. He's very mischievous, loves to get into things, super grumpy. So I feel like their names are very suiting. Hi, Kim. Hi, Christine. Anybody else I missed? Anybody lurking? Thanks for being here. Hi, Bunny. How is everybody this morning? Okay, so colors. Let's see. I think I definitely want the Dahlia purple. It would be a nice shadow for the pink, although I do want it to be fairly light, but we'll see. That usually never works out for me. Yeah, I've heard ferrets can be quite the little devils. Oh, that's cute, Beth. I love Lilo and Stitch too. I can't take credit for naming them though. My 4-year-old, 4-year-old at the time, he's 5 now, but he named the cats. Well, he named Stitch, and then I was kind of happy because it gave me a reason. I told Raina, it's like, well, we've got Stitch now. We can't have Stitch without Lilo. So that was my excuse for getting another cat. So a couple days later, we went out and we adopted Lilo, and she's super sweet. He does have good taste. Hi, David. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, everyone. Hi, Mel. Okay, back to choosing these colors. Oh, I'm so undecided. There's so many different colors that we could use for this. I know I definitely want the hot pink. And then we can transition that into, I'm thinking, Deco Yellow. It's probably enough there. And then for the orange, I want something to shadow the orange, but I don't want it to be too dark. Don't really want any reds in here, I don't think. For some reason, every time I put red in a picture, I usually end up not liking it unless it's like just reds and yellows and oranges. I wonder if we used a purple, how that would look. Colors of Hawaii. Yeah, that's, I don't know, there's so many colors in Hawaii. I think Hawaii has all the colors, don't they? Very tropical. I think I'm actually going to try with chestnut, and I will try this out on a separate piece of paper because I actually quite like this page and I don't want to ruin it. Potato brown. I don't think I have that color, Kim. Okay, let's try. So this is the chestnut. It's more of like a brownish color. Oh, and I didn't even grab the orange. Need that. Okay. I don't know if I like that. Let's see how our other colors will kind of go against that. I think that Dahlia purple is a little bit too purple for what I'm going for too. Maybe not, I don't know. Thanks everyone. I don't know, I'm on the fence. I like it, but I'm not sure about it at the same time. Let's try one more combination. I want to try with the black cherry or dark purple. I think dark purple. Let's try that. Lilo's here talking about the birds. That kind of turns it a brown too, but it's... I think I actually like that better. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. They actually end up being very similar, but the one with the purple kind of contrasts with the orange a lot better, whereas the chestnut kind of blends in with it. So I think those two colors look like a very tropical flower. So let's go ahead and try that. We'll start coloring one of these. Hi, Natalie. Thanks for joining. I hope you're well. I'm just going to zoom in here. Okay, I'm going to start off with the dark purple. And I'm just going to bring this in. I'm going to focus it more in the center. Don't want too much of this. For the main part of this is going to be orange. So I'm going to go fairly dark in around the center of the flower, and then I'm just going to fade it out. Very softly, pretty much fade it so it looks like it's fading into the white of the page. Hi, Selena. That's okay, lurk away, hun. Maybe put a little bit here just to create a little bit of a shadow where this larger flower kind of overlaps. Hi, Elizabeth. Anybody else I missed? Thanks for being here. And then let's see, can I fit all 3 flowers in here? Yes, I can. Perfect. So I kind of want to do these two at the same time because I want them to be fairly similar. The middle one we can just color on its own. It's going to be similar, but the shadows don't have to be completely the same. So it is Work in Progress Wednesday, and ever since I changed my live stream time to 10 o'clock, I always forget to post it in the Hannah Lynn group, so I have to make a mental note to do that after the stream. But what are you all lovely people working on? Ooh, Selena's getting whole vines. That's exciting. I just want the pastel set of those. They look so beautiful. I don't even know if I'd use them because they look so beautiful, but I would literally just like use them as like a decor piece in my art room. Yep, I would. Oh no, is it because of the wood? I've heard that a lot of places won't allow them because of they don't state what the wood is in the pencils. I'm going to come in with the orange now. I'm going to go over top of the dark purple and I'm going to bring it out. I'm going fairly heavy for now. I don't know if I want to color this in solid or kind of Maybe use another color in there. I think I might fade it off with the Deco Yellow, but I'm not 100% sure. So for now, I'm going to start off really solid, and then I'm going to lightly fade it out to the very edges of this pattern piece here. Oh, that's awesome, Bunny. Yeah, that's the crappy thing about the Create Space paper, which is now, I guess, Amazon paper. I struggle with them too. That's awesome, Tanya. That book is on my list. It's so cute. Sammy kind of enabled me on that one. I will get it eventually, I'm trying to limit my spending on books until I finish Hannah's first book. Which I'm like one page halfway through. So there's 25 would be the halfway mark. I've completed 26 pages, so I'm officially more than halfway through, just not by much. And do the same thing over on this flower. They don't have to be the exact same. I think the saying goes, they can look like brothers, they don't have to look like twins. Good morning again, Dusty. It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Oh, congratulations, Kimberly. That's awesome. I love psychology. I took a lot of psych classes, just kind of miniature independent studies in high school. Natalie, this is Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle. I have no demands for Sammy, except I am very impatiently waiting the turtle page in Mythomorphia. I want to start that one, but I can't start until you finish it, because my OCD is bad. Oh, that's nice that she let you retake it, Kimberly. So what are you studying to be then? I imagine you're probably not in high school, so I'm assuming you're taking college psychology. I know there's a lot of people that have been after you about those turtles. I've heard. Okay, now I'm going to come in with the Dahlia Purple. I'm going to focus this pretty much just coming out from this orange bit here. I'm going to fade it out, but I am going to put, I think, just like a few little lines kind of coming towards these lines here. Darken them up a bit because they're going to be washed out by the pink when we put that in there. I'm going to use Posca on these little dots on the flower. If you're coloring along and you don't have a Posca pen or gel pen, I would try not to color over these. But since I'm using Posca, I will just color over with no worries. Hi, Cindy! Oh, geez, you're young, Kimberly. Goodness, well that's exciting. I know, Beth. I can only allow myself to have 3 works in progress at a time. One would be the live stream. We've always got something going on stream. My second work in progress can be a color along that I'm working on, like our official color alongs for the month. And then the third work in progress I'll allow myself to have is something I'm coloring on my own time, and I refuse to have any more than that. Oh goodness, you are young. pretty exciting though. I miss high school. I wish I could go back. I really do. Just gonna darken this up near the edges here. It's probably a gift and a curse, Sammy. Especially if you get stuck on a page. Oh my goodness. I've been working on my work in progress for at least 2 weeks now, probably more. And I've been stuck on colors. I just got back to it yesterday. Oh goodness. You just gotta get your bum on my page, do ya? Every time. Oh, that's interesting that they wouldn't let you go. I finished my grade 12 pregnant with Carvin. So I remember the final exams, I had to ask to be placed in a different room because I needed to be near the bathroom because they were in the mornings, and oh my goodness, my morning sickness was horrible. I told the teachers, like, if I run out without asking, I apologize. Yeah. We've got a furry friend, yes. No, it's a kitty. She hijacks the stream. She thinks I should be paying attention to her, even though I've been cuddling her all morning. You're a brat. Should we get your treats out then? Should you be happy if I got you some treats? Come here. I give her 2 minutes though and she'll be back. Oh, that's pretty cool, Kimberly. I always went to school in my PJs though. Hi, Loretta. Well, decisions make you who you are. Who knows what path you would be on if you hadn't have gotten married. You never know. It's like the butterfly effect. One small little thing can change your life so significantly. It's almost scary. Makes me really, really think before making any decisions. You never know the full impact of them, really. I want to have a shadow on these two. I'm not 100% sure how to do so though. Because I don't really want a purple shadow in the yellow, or do I? You know what? Let's just do it. Just very, very slight shadow coming around here. We're using Prismacolor, Selena. That was me last night. It wasn't even that cold outside, but our house was so cold, or at least it felt like it to me. I turned the heat up and poor Rain was just sweating. Trying not to go up too far with the purple. I think I might be failing at it, but got this bad habit of putting too much dark color in. Trying to work on that, but it's a tricky habit to break. Those are on my list, Beth. I've heard so many people rave about them. I'm very curious. Oh my goodness, Dusty, that's horrible. Sorry to hear that, but at least, yeah, there was one good thing that came out of it, I suppose. I was actually in your neck of the woods last month, I think. Rain's rheumatologist is at the new medical building, I think on the south side, maybe. I don't know, I'm bad with directions, but south side of Calgary, I think. Can't remember what it's called, though. Can't say I very much like being in Calgary, though. I am a town person. Especially Rain City driving is terrifying. Like, terrifying. Yes, Kimberly, me too. Except my favorite sweater was hijacked by my brother, who left it at his friend's house in another town like a year ago and still hasn't went and got it for me. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the hot pink now. And I love the color that the hot pink and the dahlia purple make, so I'm definitely going to go over top of the dahlia purple. I'm going to go over top of those lines a little bit, and I'm going to fade it out very softly. I want to leave a little bit of an edge here, and that's where our deco yellow is going to go. She's such a good girl. She gets the point. I give her treats, and then she goes and lays down on her chair. Such a good kitty. Calgary is in Alberta, Canada. Dusty is about, I think, was it about 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from me? I'm gonna try and go over these little lines here, I think, as well at the ends. Oh, is it 3 hours? Rain must speed. Now I'm iffy about putting in the yellow. I actually kind of like this look right here. But I think the yellow will make it really stand out. So I'm gonna go with my first initial instinct and we'll put the yellow in. Yeah, Canada is pretty amazing. I definitely have nothing bad to say about it, except for maybe the Prime Minister currently is not a very good person. In my opinion, anyways. I'm sure there are some people who like him, but not me. I think that's probably the only thing I would change about Canada, though. Yeah, Mr. Trudeau. There's always some kind of scandal going on with him. It's ridiculous. I don't usually follow politics very closely, but yeah, I just know the impact on a lot of people that I know has been very negative with this dude. He's cute. I think that's about the only thing he's got going for him, because I don't think he has much brains under that beautiful hair of his. What's Brexit? I'm gonna switch to the Deco Yellow now. I'm just gonna place this on the ends and fade it in over top of our colors here, just lightly. Oh, I'm not sure what that is, but I'm not sure if that sounds good. I think I've changed my mind with these dots too. Now that I'm seeing the color on here, I am going to clean off my pencil and I'm going to come in over top of the orange. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline this in yellow, and I'm going to do the dots in yellow too, I think. Or maybe outline this in yellow and still do the dots orange, or maybe even pink. I don't know. I'm uncertain about the dots, but I know that I am definitely liking this. Yeah, exactly, Dusty. Exactly. What exactly is EU? Thanks, Sammy. Okay. Why, are they discontinuing coloring or something? Sorry, I'm just curious. I'm weird like that. I like to know things. I don't think we've gotten any bit of warmth here. Not above freezing anyways. It's always been below 0. Hopefully soon here though. Yeah, that sounds very confusing. Hopefully whatever it is, it gets sorted out though. Oh. Okay, yeah, so I'm weirdly fascinated by news like that, and we don't hear a lot of news from, other countries here. The media likes to focus on here, and it's usually the bad stuff too. So I don't usually watch the news to begin with. So back in with the Dahlia purple. Or no, oh goodness, I wasn't supposed to use that one. I'm supposed to use the dark purple. Dang it. Okay, well. We'll continue with the Dahlia purple. I guess we can make this flower look slightly different. So same thing, I'm just going to bring it out and fade it out. And then I'm going to go over top of this with the dark purple. So now I'm questioning if I actually used the dark purple for these other flowers or if I used the Dahlia purple too without realizing it. The barrel colors are so similar. Yeah, England definitely plays a huge part in the coloring community. So hopefully nothing happens there that affects it. That would be very unfortunate. Oh, I think Quebec still wants to leave Canada. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's changed. Okay, gonna go in with the orange now. That's what I've heard, Selena. It's terrible. This weather is just, it's got a mind of its own, doesn't it? I'm so ready for spring, it's not even funny. Because usually in the US, I think a lot of you are usually starting with spring weather already this time of year. And actually, I think you guys have had almost a harsher winter, well, at least in the beginning, than we had. Which is insane, because, you know, Canada is well known for its harsh winters. That's why I try not to leave my house. Yeah, me too, Dusty. I never watch the news. Marine is always, he's like, why do you watch the news? It's like, well, I don't like hearing about all the bad things that are happening. Which doesn't really make sense, because, you know, they're still going to happen whether you hear about them or not, but sometimes it's nice to kind of live in ignorance, I think. Okay, I'm going to switch to the Dahlia Purple. So I don't know if it's the fact that this flower is bigger or the fact that I used 2 purples to go over the center, but it already is looking quite a bit different from these two, and I think I want to continue with that. So I'm just going to lightly go in with the Dahlia Purple, and then I think at the very edges here I'll come in with the dark purple just to create a deeper shadow. I'm a bar rescue kind of girl. Aside from the few shows that I watch with Rain, bar rescue is usually all that I watch. Still struggling with accent colors on these flowers. Thanks, Dusty. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. I could see the colors in my mind, but I wasn't exactly sure how to get them down on the paper. But I think it's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. I did not, Dusty. That's crazy. I'm going to darken up the very bottoms just slightly, not burnishing at all or anything yet. Oh, and I think there's a kitty at the door. Should probably be stitched. 2 seconds. Hello, sir. Are you hungry? It's not your food, that one's yours. crazy. Must not have been a very big one. So I think my sister's up near that area, and I don't think she said anything about it. Okay, so I'm going to take the dark purple now, and I'm going to concentrate this to the very ends here and fade it out real quick. I just want to really darken up this side of the petal from the other side, make it really stand out. You can already see the difference. Highlighters. Burnishing is when you get paper has like a very bumpy surface. Well, most paper. It's called the tooth of the paper, and when you burnish it, what you're doing is you're pushing all those little bumps down into it. And once your page is burnished, it won't be able to take much more color, if any, at all. So you could burnish a piece of paper just by pushing really, really hard, or by gradually layering, and each time you go over with a lighter layer, you're slowly burnishing the paper more and more. Hopefully that helps. There's tons of videos on it. I'm probably not the best at explaining it, but yeah, hopefully that helps you. I'm gonna switch to the hot pink now. Same thing as last time. I'm just gonna bring this out and fade it out. Hi, Jody. Oh no, Beth. Yeah, it's better to start off with a very light pressure and just build on it. Even when I burnish, I don't really like pushing really hard and going over. I like using a medium pressure and just constantly going over and over the page, creating layers to help burnish it. And even then, my pages probably aren't completely burnished. They're burnished enough that you can't see the white of the tooth, but probably could still layer more on them. What is up, Mr. Whiny Pants? Yeah, what's up? Thanks, Kim. Sorry guys, camera's gonna shake. Mr. Stitch is here. My favorite color is blue. Like this color of blue right here. That one. Kind of like a mixture of these three right here. These are my favorite colors. So like light blue, bright blue, and kind of like aquamarine. Of course, you gotta sit right where the sunlight's coming in, eh? Brat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kimberly. Hi, Andrew. How are you? Hopefully you're enjoying your day. Yeah, I'm really, really sorry to hear that, Kimberly. It's never easy to lose anybody that you care about. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this flower a little bit more different. I'm gonna go in with the, let's say the dark purple. And I'm gonna put in some lines with this one, because this one's really gonna show up and it's really gonna make the flower stand out. It's gonna make it look like there's little rivets in the petals, and I really want to kind of highlight that. I wish I could take your pain away. I've been there more times than I like to admit. It's never, ever an easy thing to go through. Alright, look at how much depth that adds to that flower. I was playing around with the idea of leaving it white, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'm going to come in with the Deco Yellow. I'm just going to blend this in to the colors that we already have. Oh, thanks, Selena. I hope you have a wonderful day at work, hun. Hi, May. Thanks for joining. I think since these flowers are kind of the center point too, we probably don't have to put these colors in anywhere else. It's already kind of balanced. I don't know what to do about the center of the flowers though. I'm kind of stuck on those. Oh, welcome back, Sammy. Ooh, speaking of a cuppa, I've got mine right here. It's probably cold already. Oh, not completely, just lukewarm. I don't even think I've taken a sip out of it. I'm one of those people, I make tea and then I forget about my tea and then I'm drinking cold tea. I don't know. What do you guys think for the center of the flowers? Should we go dark or light? I'm actually thinking white for the dots and kind of to outline this. Just to lighten them up a bit. Yellow might work, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to use the Deco Yellow. So I'm kind of pulling in a little bit of the color here as well, just to kind of darken it up. So it makes it kind of a mottled yellow color, and then we can come in and put little white dots actually. Let's do that now. If I can, I think I lost my, oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, I think I lost my Posca pen, but I put it in the wrong spot. Everyone's got those turtles on the brain. Okay, so white Posca. I'm going to come in on the dots and on this line here. I want to lighten that up. And then I'm also just going to put a bunch of tiny little dots in the center of the flower here. And I'm trying to keep this line more on the orange and yellow side because this purple will most likely bleed through the white. Unfortunately. Glitter Posca pens. Wow. Okay, I need some of those in my life. I knew there was metallic ones. I didn't know there was glitter. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab just black fine liner. I'm just gonna put a couple of little black dots in the center too, which will help the white kind of stand out a little bit more. Let me just write these colors down, and then I think we're about halfway through the stream, so let's do the giveaway. So, just give me just a minute. There we go. Oh, that's exciting, Beth. I love when tax returns come in. We've had, well, I say we, but it was actually Rain, had quite a bit of credit debt when I met him, so we consolidated a whole bunch of stuff and finally paid it off this year. So hopefully next tax return we can play around with the money. It's always fun. Hi, thanks, Kimberly. Okay, so let me zoom out here quick. See, and I think those colors really work well with our greens and stuff too, and then it ties in the orange from our frogs. So it'll be a nice focal point, and we'll try and keep a lot of the other colors muted so that way the flowers stand out, the toucans, and then I was thinking about making these hearts and these hearts down here stand out too, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll see. Probably have little bits of orange here and there. So let me just set this aside here quick. So our first giveaway is super exciting. This is to celebrate 3,000 subscribers on the channel. So firstly, I want to thank all of you wonderful people for supporting the channel, for all your lovely comments and lovely chatting. It's definitely been a blast. So since the reason that this channel kind of grew in the first place was because of my love of Hannah Lynn, I thought it only suiting that we give away a Hannah Lynn book for our first giveaway through the channel. So it is going to be open international. Anybody can join. And basically I'm going to let the winner pick one of these books off of Book Depository. See if I can zoom out a little bit more here. So these are the only ones they have on Book Depository. There's a few they don't have. I'm not sure why. So these are the options, and then whoever wins can just email me their choice of book and their address, and I can get it sent off to them. No rules. Anybody can join, but only join if you really want a Hannah Lynn book or don't have all of them, you know, that kind of thing. I definitely want it to go to somebody who is going to love to color in it and doesn't have one, or, you know, not like one in general, but say you don't have the I Dream in color, and yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm sure most of you know how these giveaways work, but we'll just go through just in case there's anybody new to giveaways. So I'm going to type go in the chat, and we are going to put a number between 1 and 50, let's say, since there's 24 of us. So a number between 1 and 50. When I type go, you're going to put your number in, and the first person to get closest to that number without going over will be the winner. So if the number is 50 and you put in 51, your comment will be excluded because you've gone over. And if two people put in the same number, it will be the first person that is the winner. So good luck to everybody. And go. Hi Kylara, put a number in, guys. Yeah, if there's a book on this list that you don't have, feel free to join. It's open international, anybody can enter. Hey, pretty kitty kitty. And if you guys think it's bad with these cats now, wait till it's warmer and the birds are in the trees. They're constantly going to be shaking the shelf. I'm chat. You guys just love the birdies. I'll give you guys another minute just in case anybody joins last minute here. Okay, I'm going to count down from 10. When I put in stop, no more numbers will be accepted. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let me I meant to do this before. I'm just going to pull up chat on my little laptop thinger here. Ouch. That was my nail. Let's see if I can just quickly grab it here because I'm going to have to use my phone to pick a random number. So I'm just going to hop off chat here. And I'm going to go to the Google random number generator, which I use quite a bit. What is going on here? Sorry guys, 2 seconds. Okay, that's why I got no internet. Let's connect here. Okay, finally got it. So we can zoom in now a minute, or actually I can just hold my phone up. So we've got a random number between 1 and 50. So here we go. Good luck. And our number is 22. So let's have a look through the comments, and whoever was the first one to get the closest to 22 without going over is the winner. So if a couple of you just want to put who it was in the comments to confirm. Let's see, Dusty has 17. Yeah, I think it was Dusty. Awesome, congratulations, Dusty. So there is my email right there. If you want to send me an email with your choice of book, I will get that off to you pretty much whenever you email me. Geez, it would have been almost even better if it was a physical book. I could probably mail it to you faster. And thank you again, everybody, for your support with the channel and just being as kind and wonderful as you guys are always. Oh, hi, Kylara. I hope you enjoy your nap, sweetheart. It's definitely one of those days. So I definitely want to get into doing some giveaways. Probably not every month, but maybe every 2 or 3 months. Just for now anyways, as the channel grows. And then maybe as it grows, we could probably do more giveaways. So now back to our picture here. And I can already see that the red, well, the purple is starting to bleed. That drives me crazy. It's like, it doesn't matter how many times you go over it, it's still there. Oh, thank you, Kylara. That is so sweet of you. I really appreciate that, hon. Thank you so much. And again, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful nap. I think I'll probably be having one today myself at some point. It's up to 1 in the morning and then up at about 6 in the morning. Isn't she though? Such a sweetheart. Thank you again, hon. Oh, that sounds nice, Kimberly. It is cold. It's cold here too. Okay, so do we want to do some more leaves, or maybe we should? I was going to say we could do the toucans, but after we do the toucans, it's all leaves from there. So maybe we should get some more of these leaves done. I want to put some other Oh, thank you, hun. Well, I definitely appreciate it. I want to get some other colors of greens in here too. I don't want to go too bright though, is the thing. I want to keep everything kind of muted. So this combination right here actually might work. It has a little bit of a brighter green in it, but it would tie in with our yellows on the flowers. So you have a great day too, hun. Let's grab those colors. I wonder if I want to make that a little bit darker. Maybe not. Okay, so we need dark green. We need olive green. Lime peel and yellow chartreuse. Well, you definitely got to take care of yourself, Loretta. You should have a nap too if you need one, hun. Every time I say that I need a nap, my 5-year-old looks at me like I am insane. Okay. Zoom in a little bit more here. And let's start with, I think these two right here. Why not? Okay. I used to watch a lot of Westerns with my grandpa. He was very into John Wayne. Actually, so is my stepdad. Okay, I'm gonna start with the dark green. Let's bring this in around the center here, I think. Fade it out. This is going to be our darkest color, so I'm also going to bring it pretty much all the way around where this flower petal sits on the leaf. Give it a little bit of a shadow. And I think I'm kind of going to bring it in like a triangle motion. Sorry guys, Stitch is moving around. Hey, that's exciting, Cindy. I don't know what kind of case you're looking into, but the Inktense are quite a chunky pencil. And I definitely, hold on guys, a little bit of a rabbit trail here. I'm going to zoom out. This is probably the best case that I've had my Inktense in. They fit in here so snugly and perfectly, and I think this was actually the cheapest case I could find too. I absolutely love it, and it's nice and compact. It is smaller than this book, actually. Mr. Stitch, your tail flicking is shaking the camera, dude. So I'm not sure what exactly it was called, but if you want a link for that, just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or whatever's easiest for you, and I can send you a link for it. Stitch, your tail guy, come on. Oh my goodness, he's just going crazy with his tail. Okay, bye Kimberly. You have a wonderful day too, sweetheart. Let's just zoom back in here. So I'm gonna kind of bring it out. I swear sometimes my brain is a lot faster than my mouth, and then other times it's like the complete opposite. It's just one of those days for constantly stumbling over your words. So the green is kind of thinner towards the bottom, and then it comes out quite a bit towards the top. We can just keep going over that to darken it up as much as we want. Definitely want to make sure that it's darker towards the center and underneath here. Yeah, there you go, Charlotte. Just trying to help. Okay, there's only a few that I tried. But I do know for a fact that one just seemed to work the best. I found the other two that I tried, it was just like too tight around the barrel of the pencil and I had to fight to get it out. But it might have been just me too. I'm kind of picky when it comes to pencil cases, I will admit. Okay, gonna do the same thing for this one here. Except we're gonna have a shadow coming in on this side. Same thing though, I kind of want to arc it out as we get to the top. Okay, there we go. So then we can switch to the olive green. I'm going to bring this in over top of the dark green. I'm just going to bring it out just slightly. I don't think I want to bring it out too much. I want to save kind of a little bit of a highlight around the edges here. I'm going to make these leaves fairly dark, I think, because the darker we go around the flowers, the lighter the flowers are going to look. Oh, thanks, Charlotte. Okay, May, enjoy your walk, hun. Thanks for stopping in. I think I want to make the outside fairly dark. So coming in on the very left of this border line here, I'm going to go in with the olive. I'm going to fade it out. Same thing on this side. And I think another thing I'm going to be doing, you'll have to keep a lookout for it. I'll probably put it up in the next day or two, but I will be doing a second giveaway just on a normal video because I know a lot of people can't make the streams, so there will be round 2 of the giveaway. You guys all can go and put a comment in on that video, but give you guys just a little bit of a heads up so you guys can be on the lookout for it. Okay, we got the border on this one done, and then just going to do the same thing in the center here, going in over top of the dark green and bringing it out a little bit. Hi, Gracelyn. Thanks for joining, hun. I'm doing fine. I hope you are too. We are coloring in Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle. And I don't know if you popped in when I was talking about the giveaway, but we just did one on stream not too long ago. And I'm going to do a second one just on a normal video where people can leave comments. So keep a lookout for that because you can enter in on that one. Okay, now I'm going to switch to, actually, hold on, no I'm not. I'm going to go back to the olive green, and I think I'm going to color the center bit in. I don't think I want that light. So I'm just going to completely color that in with the olive green. Then I'm going to switch to the lime peel, and I'm just going to put this on the outside. This is actually kind of a challenge for me, especially since I do a lot of Hannah Lynn girls. Those of you that have watched my completed Pages videos or have me on Instagram or Facebook or in groups will know that a lot of my pages are very bright and colorful. So using these muted colors is a little bit challenging for me, to be honest. Oh, wonderful! Okay, now into the yellow chartreuse, and I'm just going to pop this in and bring it pretty much all the way to our shadows in here. We can use this to burnish and blend into everything, kind of give it a little bit of a neon kind of look. So it's still a very dark leaf, but this color really brightens it up a little bit. Definitely gives it some oomph. Yeah, those are some beautiful leaves, aren't they? Hi, Candy. Hi, Martina. Goodness, lady, I think it's been a long time since I've seen you. How are you doing? Don't you yell at me. I didn't do it. Sorry, guys. Apparently, when he comes off the shelf, he has to go right where my camera stand is. That's what I do too, Loretta. Everybody always asks how I plan my colors, and to be honest, most of the time I really don't. I will find one piece of the page that I know what the colors are going to be. I'm going to start off with that piece, and then I'm going to just go from there. Oh, that's exciting. Well, congratulations on early graduation. I think I'm only going to do one more combination of green in here, so knowing that, let me just zoom out for a little bit because I know everybody always gets confused and kind of, panicky about colors and balance and everything. So this seems like a good spot to do a little bit of learning here. Actually, I can zoom in a little bit more. Sorry, guys. I need like one of those control thingies where I can just zoom in using a controller. So we're only going to have 3 combinations of greens in here. As we can see for all of these, you can use those colors to make them look different, but they're still going to look similar. So to get that balance in there, you kind of want to have the colors all over the place. Again, with the flowers, we don't really have to put those colors in everywhere else because they're in the very center. So they themselves are already balanced. So these leaves here will probably be the other shade of green. And then I'll have these ones here this color. These ones here will be this color. So we're going to have this color pretty much all over the page on the bottom. I'm not sure about these two. We'll do those after we do these because I'm not sure about them. And then in at the top here, we can pretty much just go randomly will have little bits of color here and there. One thing that I try to do for pages like this where there's so many leaves and it can be really overwhelming is I color the similar ones in the same colors. So these two would probably be the same. Potentially even this one could be the same as these two because it is still pretty much this similar shape. The only difference is you've got these little vines here. These three are the same, so they'd probably be colored the same. You know, these three are different. This one I would color different, and then these two I would color in the other color. But doing it that way, you get a little bit more balance, and you kind of just work your way all over the page. You want this color to be everywhere. Not just at the bottom, not just on the left. You kind of want it a little bit everywhere. Of course you can, Martina. Go ahead. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense and helps some of you, because I know a lot of you seem to struggle with balance, and I totally understand that because I still struggle myself sometimes, but I think the more that I practice, the more I'm kind of getting better. And the more you do it, the more you can kind of see the effect and the benefits of it. So it makes it even more exciting and fun. Yeah, Beth, part 1 we did on Monday, so that will be in the live streams playlist, or you can just go in the videos and it will be right before the Phoenix time lapse. Yeah, just wing it, Jody. Oh my goodness, Flicky Tail. He's flicking his tail so hard that it is actually shaking the whole shelf. Okay, bye Charlotte. Hope your appointment goes well, hun. Sorry, just kind of rereading in chat here, trying to catch up. Oh, that sounds interesting. Carla Magana. That rings a bell. I can't think of who that is, though. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to stick to these colors. I'll kind of color everywhere over on the page that I think is going to be done with these before we go in with our other ones. I've got about half an hour left before my phone's going to threaten to die on me, so. Another thing that we can do, because we do have these little bits of orange everywhere, I'm thinking about putting little bits of orange kind of in a couple other places around here. I'm thinking that this leaf here will probably have orange bits in it, that kind of thing. So just add little pops of color and hopefully it's going to work. I can kind of see it in my mind, but a lot of us know that getting something from your mind down onto paper doesn't always go as planned. Spooky Sweets. Was she the one that Reading with Pugs did a color along in last October? And actually, I think Kate colored in her book too. I think that's the one. She has amazing work. If it is the one that I'm thinking of. Okay, coming in with the dark green first here. Coming in fairly solid, and then I'm just going to fade it out as we get down to the bottom here. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to check on my kiddo. He's very quiet. I'll be right back. Okay, he's good. Just very into his movie. Usually when they're quiet, they're getting into something, so always good to check. Okay, I think I want to make these ones pretty light with the insides. Or should we do the insides light? Yeah, let's do the insides lighter. So I'm actually going to bring this down a little bit more. I'm going to fade it out really slowly, meaning I'm really going to drag that blend down. So I'm just going to slowly, gradually lighten my pressure. So that way there's a little bit of color coming all the way down here, and that's going to blend into our next color and kind of combine them to create almost a third color. Here, Annette, let's do, I won't flip through the whole book, but, sorry guys, another rabbit trail. But I'll flip through a few pages. So there are, let's zoom out a little bit more here. There are quite a few double page spreads, but for the most part, I think the details aren't too small. Of course, you still have those pages where they are super tiny, but most of the pages actually are not too bad. Let's see, let's see if we can even find, yeah, so you still get pages like this where like they're super tiny, but for the most part, this book is actually really decent. I really enjoy it, and one of my favorite things about it is you get to the end here, and then you've actually got these pages here that you can pull out. They're perforated and single-sided. So you've got that one, we've got the elephant, we've got this square pattern here, we've got the flamingos. I've seen a lot of beautiful pictures of those done, and I think that's it, but yeah, it's a really neat a neat add-in to this book. Oh, thanks, Jody. I'm quite proud of that tiger. He turned out amazing. Carloween, that's right, Jody. Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she has really nice work. Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense, Beth. I know how that's like. Yeah, exactly, Cindy. Well, thank you for letting us know, Martina. It's pretty exciting. I'll definitely plan on joining. What's up, sweetheart?
I'm really hungry. I want hot.
Really hungry. Yeah, it's almost lunchtime. Why don't you can go have another yogurt to keep you tied over if you want, okay?
I do hot dog. We have one ketchup and
mushroom. Mustard, not mushrooms. Oh, sorry, Beth. Okay, hold on here. Tiger page. Where was that? This one here. This guy was done with, I think, mostly Prismacolors, except for the grass and the background. I think I did that with Neocolors. Hopefully you're still here and can see. Oh no, Bunny! The flamingos is one of my favorites. I refuse to touch it. Oh, that's cute, Jody. Yeah, I wish I did this one on stream. I actually did it as a buddy color with Sabrina. And I'm really, really happy with how he turned out. If you get up close, he does look kind of messy, but from far away, he looks good. But pretty much how I got that fur look is just by going in with a white pen and a black pen and kind of dragging little lines out. So when you get close, it looks splotchy, but from afar, you can't really tell. It looks fairly realistic. Me too, and I don't think I've seen anybody do this with a white tiger, so that's why I wanted to do that, and Siberian tigers are my favorite. Right up there with black panthers. Okay, so next I'm going to take the olive green. I'm going to blend that into our dark green. Sorry if the camera's shaking again. Mr. Flicky Tail is back at it. What are you flicking your tail at? Oh, it's a bunny. Oh my goodness, Stitch. Oh, it's okay. Chill out, dude. Oh, you poor guy. Surprised he didn't growl there. He just lost his mind. It's a little bunny that just ran down the streets. I don't think he's ever seen a bunny before. What was that, huh? Okay, Flicky McGee. I'm gonna boot you out of here if you keep it up. So when I get to about here, I'm gonna start fading it out. I'm gonna color over the whole area, but I'm not gonna burnish it. And then I come in with the lime peel and burnish it with that just to make it appear like a different color of green. Oh, exactly. I don't think he'd know what to do with that bunny even if he did catch him. Bunny's like the size of you. Okay, and then also with the lime peel, I'm going to bring it up and fade it out towards the center on both sides of these little things. We'll make them fairly light. I think I might actually come in with a darker color just to put a little bit of shadow in there so it doesn't stand out quite so much, but I want these to be kind of lighter. So let's grab the dark green. I'm just going to pop this in at the ends, kind of fade it into that lime peel. It is, Cindy. It's right in front of a window. That's why we've always got decent lighting. I almost never have to turn a light on for streams. That's why I wanted to stream in the morning. And then I've also got a desk right above, a shelf right above my desk. And that's what my little phone stand thinger sits on, which is also why every time the cats jump on the shelf, it wiggles the phone. No, they'd chase it and then they'd catch it, and honestly, I think the rabbit would probably win. These cats have never watched Bambi. I have no idea what Thumper's feet can do. Okay, I'm going to come back in with the lime peel. Just going to go over top of that shadow again, blend it in, and I am going to lightly go over the center. I don't want it to be super, super bright, but when we come in with the yellow chartreuse, it's going to lighten it up quite a bit anyways. So lightly go over that, and then in with the yellow chartreuse, and we can put that in the very center. There, and again, this leaf kind of nods towards these ones, but they look very different at the same time. Yeah, exactly, Cindy. It's a good thing and a bad thing, actually, I've noticed. Gracelyn, I have this one here. I don't think it says. I can't even remember where I got it. It's just a metal sharpener. This is the one I usually use. The other one that I like to use is this one, and it's just a makeup sharpener, actually. So I quite enjoy using this. And when you sharpen it, you don't get that longness of the pencil because it kind of sharpens it like it does a makeup pencil, so it's kind of shorter. Sorry, I don't even know if you guys can see that. These two are the ones that I use. And another one that I like is this Studio one. I got this from a dollar store. It's pretty good. So whichever one I grab, it's usually this metal one. If you can find a metal sharpener like this style, they usually work out really good. But for the life of me, I can't remember where I got that one. I don't know. I use the same sharpener for all of my pencils, and I don't seem to have a problem. You're welcome, hon. Yeah, I've heard great things about the T-Gal sharpener. Probably not saying that right, but... Okay, now we can come over on this side. Could do the exact same thing, starting with the dark green. Again, pretty much burnishing the top, firm pressure, not super hard. This paper that you don't really need to push a lot to get a full color on this paper. It's one thing that I love about Johanna's books. So we can bring it down, slowly fade it out. Oh no, Jody. I have an electric sharpener. I'm not a huge fan of it though. I definitely prefer the manual ones, but I try not to sharpen my pencils unless I have to, so. Switching to the olive green now. Just going to bring this out. Blend it into the dark green a little bit. And then we can fade it out towards the bottom, still coloring over the whole area though, just lightly. Yeah, Lilo tries to eat them. Stitch doesn't seem too fascinated with them, but Lilo on the other hand, I have to keep them underneath my shelf. There's like a space maybe this big between my desk and the shelf that's kind of above it, so I kind of tuck all my stuff back there, and if they are out on the desk, she makes a mess. Yeah, that'd probably help, Jody. No wonder you have a blister. Okay, coming in with the lime peel. I'm just finish burnishing the end of this part of the leaf here, and then we can come in. Starting off solid, just kind of a medium pressure, and then fading it out towards the center. I don't know if it's the art supplies or me. She is a very, very loyal cat. I told this story last time, I think, but we were in the kitchen. I was cleaning up the kitchen, kind of going back and forth between the kitchen and my art room, and Rain was sitting at the chair. He was trying to get Lilo's attention because he wanted to cuddle with her, so he's trying to call her into his lap. I'd walk into the art room, she would run after me meowing. I'd walk into the kitchen, she'd run after me meowing. Just everywhere I go, she follows. She's so sweet though. Okay, in with the dark green. But yeah, I don't know about that because she seems to not really like most of my art supplies. She tries to eat my pencils. She lays on my coloring books. She does not like me giving anything else attention but her. She gets jealous if I pet Stitch. She could be sleeping on her cat house, and as soon as I give Stitch attention, she's right there. Okay, that was the dark green, back in with the lime peel. I'm gonna blend out from that dark green and just lightly shade over the center. She's so sweet. It's funny because Rain absolutely adores her and he gets jealous of the bond that her and I have. but being a stay-at-home mom, I was here all the time when we first got her, so I'm her comfort. Okay, in with the yellow chartreuse, and you can just go over the centers. I'm really liking how those leaves turned out. Yeah, kitty stalker. That's right. I guess when I leave the house too, because I'll go with my mom sometimes and leave the house. I guess all she does when I'm gone is she'll just lay on her cat tree and she won't move until I come back. Yeah, that's Stitch. That's exactly how Stitch is, Cindy. He's the complete opposite of Lilo. When he wants something, that's when he'll give you attention. Hi, hun. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm not even going to try because I'll probably butcher it. You say Joshi, maybe? That I can probably pronounce. Thanks for joining. Oh, that's cute, Jody. Okay, so now that I'm looking at this is going to be whatever other combination of green we come up with. So I think what I want to do is the grass coming off of these ones, I want to do with this color of green. Or we could bring in this one too, maybe. I think I'm going to leave those for now. We'll move on to something else, I think. Okay, Joshi it is. That's probably way easier to pronounce. Yeah, that seems to be a thing with them. Stitch isn't bad for stealing food. He won't take without asking. He'll sit there and wait for you to give him something. Lilo, on the other hand, she'll take your whole plate and run with it if she could. Yeah, there's hashtags for everything, Loretta. Okay, so now I'm moving up to these ones. I think I want to do these top leaves with these colors. So I'm just going to start with the dark green and I'll start putting in shadows. And I don't think I'm going to do anything too special to these leaves. I was thinking about kind of doing a dark outline and having them fade into light in the center, but we want our eye-catching features to be in the middle of the page. So I'm going to keep the top simple. Thanks, Joshi. I usually struggle with muted colors like this, so I'm very happy that it's turning out good. That's cute. My Stitch won't eat chocolate, but he likes broccoli. Strange cat, right? Okay, switching to the olive green now. Again, I want these leaves to be fairly dark, so I'll bring the olive green up a little ways. Just kind of fading it out lightly. That's cute, Loretta. I like that. Yeah, Cindy, that's right. Especially dogs. I think dogs react to it worse than cats do. I'm not in much of a practice in giving the cats much human food at all, but you know, with a 5-year-old, things get dumped and dropped, and you learn what your cats like and what they don't like. I have to be pretty careful with them. Lilo loves to try and steal food, but she also has a very sensitive stomach, so I try and watch her very carefully, otherwise I get to clean up messes, and it's not fun. These leaves here, I think, let me just grab my book here. The colors for those leaves, indigo blue, sepia, marine green, and lime peel is what I used for these ones. Hi, hun. Is it Cassie or Casey? Yes, definitely feel free to ring the bell. And hopefully you'll get notified. It's hit and miss. I went through and rerun the bells on a lot of people that I follow, and I noticed that I'm still not getting all the notifications that I want. But, oh well. Suppose it could be worse. You're very welcome. So this is the lime peel. Just kind of coming in over top of those darker colors, fading it out. I kind of want the edges of these leaves to be light. So I'm just fading it out before we get to the edges. Cassie, okay, thank you. Sorry, I always feel bad if I mispronounce people's names, so I like to know. Okay, and then we can come in with the yellow chartreuse. Put that in on the tips and just blend it in slightly. I don't want to bring this in too far. I don't want to lighten up these leaves too much. I want to keep the dark, but I'll just blend it in a little bit just to kind of make it seem cohesive. Hi, Cat Joe. Thanks for joining. I'm not sure if I've seen you in one of my streams before. Thanks for being here. Or maybe I have. It's hard to say. I have a terrible memory. I really do. Oh, that's awesome. That's a good idea. I should start doing that. I'm pretty sure that I could hook my phone up to my TV downstairs. Oh, thanks, Jody. Yes, the thumbs up would be wonderful. Cindy, he's doing good. Expensive little kitty, that one, but they got his teeth cleaned. I'm just going to come in with the dark green, do the same thing as we did on the other sides. So they did a really deep clean on his teeth. They thought that they were going to have to remove 3 or 4 of the teeth, but I guess they only had to remove 1, and poor thing, it basically fell out. So she said the rest of his teeth are fine, and now that the inflammation is kind of down, he should be okay. He had antibiotics to take for, I think, about like 5 days there. He's done them now. And then they also prescribed a dental food for him that I can mix in with his normal food that will kind of act as toothbrush, mouthwash, the whole shebang. So the goal is to hopefully keep his teeth healthy and then hope that the inflammation doesn't come back. And if it doesn't, just regular dental visits and stuff will be necessary. And if it does come back, then we'll probably have to look at pulling all of his teeth, if not most. Hoping that's not the case though, because that's going to be extremely pricey. But yeah, I was hoping that his mood would improve too. Like, I thought maybe he was grumpy because he was in pain all the time, but he shouldn't be in pain now and he's still grumpy, so I guess that was just wishful thinking on my part. Sorry, I can't talk today. It's like, what, the 3rd time now? Maybe even 4th? Yeah, it's, what was it? Stomatitis is what it's called. An allergy to his teeth or the tartar on his teeth. Poor guy. It's terrible. Do you imagine being allergic to your own teeth? It's awful. Hi, Brittany. That's okay. Thanks for joining. Yeah, just a grumpy kitty. I always tell Rain that Stitch is the cat version of him because Rain's, bless him, he's a very lovely person, but he's kind of a grump sometimes. He's grumpy, antisocial, doesn't like attention, loves clean. Rain is OCD with cleaning, and as soon as the vacuum is on or we're folding laundry or making the beds, Stitch is right there. Super cute. Yeah, it's funny. Oh, I know. I couldn't believe it when the vet told me that. It's like, that's just awful. Rotten luck. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brittany. I hope your health perks back up. I'm going to come in with the olive green now. And just same as on the other leaves, we're going to bring them up. We'll probably finish these leaves and then call it a day. So we're almost at that 2-hour mark. And as you guys know, my phone doesn't usually let me stream more than 2 hours. It's one thing I'm going to look into, seeing if I can find a new battery for this phone. And then maybe it'll last longer, I'm hoping. Because it would be nice to kind of, if we did want to stream longer, we do have this extra open hour. I don't think anybody streams this next hour. So it would be nice to be able to kind of go over the 2-hour mark sometimes, but for now, just can't do it. Jody, I have a feeling that 9 times out of 10, you usually are hyper. Yeah, you can definitely use the Prismacolors for practice, Cassie. Definitely. I actually have the Prismacolors too. I really enjoy them. I still like using them. And definitely a good alternative to the Premiers if you can't afford it or just don't want to put the money in until you get better or whatever reason. Okay, coming in with the lime peel now. Again, just going to go over these darker colors, fade it out just slightly, try to save these edges for our lightest color. Thank you! I'm quite enjoying them. I usually don't like coloring leaves, to be honest. There's something really relaxing about coloring leaves sometimes. Especially when you've got a clear plan in your head. I find a lot of people get overwhelmed with leaves because there's so many of them and they think each kind has to be different colors, and it's really not the case. You could definitely color them however you want. Okay, and then lastly we're going to come in with our yellow chartreuse. What's up, sweetie?
I don't want to join you.
I love you. What's Daddy doing?
He's making me drink noodles.
Oh, well that's nice of him.
Hi, Dad. Love you.
Wouldn't be a stream without him coming in and saying he loves you guys, would it? Oh, that's okay, Cat Joe. We all start somewhere. Just practice, 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 and you'll be a pro in no time. Yeah, I am using the full set of Prismas. Okay, we'll add a few touches here and there, but then I think that's going to be it. Let's just zoom out here. I want to grab my orange Posca pen here, and I'm going to use this to go over these bits in this leaf here. I was going to do it last time and then I forgot. And the nice thing about using a Posca pen, because this might be a little bit too bright for what I'm looking for, but we can always come back over with like a dull yellow or even the white later on, next time when it's dry, just to kind of mute down the color a bit. Okay, so there's that, and then we can also color in the little frog's back toes. And again, I'll probably come in with some darker colored pencil just to add a little bit of shading to those dots next stream when it's dry. Other than that, I think those are the only finishing touches we can make for now. And I think next time we'll color some more leaves, maybe get started on the toucans. This will probably take about 2 more streams, I'm thinking. And then the last stream we can finish the leaves and do the background, which I'm kind of leaning towards using the Neo colors and blue. I think blue would go really good with this. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I think we're going to call it quits now, and I will be back on Monday. Oh, thanks, Joan. No, Cassie, that's not true at all, hon. You can, okay, hold on. I'm going to show you something here. Let me just find something here quick. Where is it? I'm trying to find one of my favorite pages done with the Prismacolor Scholars. Okay, this one here. You see how bright and colorful this is? The color is not very much different than the Premiers. They're still super bright, super vibrant. The only thing with the Scholars is they don't shade quite so well. So you have to be really light with your layers with them, but for the most part you can get the exact same effect you can with the Premiers. I would say the only difference with the Premiers is one, they are softer, and two, you have a way larger color selection. But you can definitely do a lot of blending and shading with the Premiers to get more colors. So definitely don't feel like you need the super fancy expensive pencils, because the student grade ones will work just as well. Yeah, I definitely recommend having them. Even with my Prismacolor Premiers, I still like to pull out my Scholars sometimes. So hopefully that inspires you a little bit. Definitely don't feel like your coloring is any less than somebody else's just because they used, more expensive supplies. She is from Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls of Whimsy. Okay, everybody, with that being said, though, I'm going to head off. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, evening, wherever you are. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you next Monday or possibly in the chats of other streamers. Okay, guys.